this winter, a Heartstopper novella by award-winning author Alice Oseman. Time to pretend we're a perfect family. Oliver Jonathan Spring, age 7. Oliver. First Charlie disappeared, and then Tori disappeared. And I'm starting to wonder whether I'm next. Nobody seems to be saying anything about it, which makes me wonder whether my family are behind it. And they've all been possessed by some ghosts or evil dinosaurs or something. I'm playing Mario Kart right now in front of the TV to take my mind off of it. But that doesn't mean that I'm not very worried. Mario Kart kind of boring when Mario Kart's kind of boring when you play it by yourself. Rosanna keeps touching my hair, and it's really annoying me. Mum comes up to me just as I finished Luigi Circuit, and it asks if I need another drink. I shake my head and ask, "Where's Charlie and Tori?" Mum sits down on the sofa to my right. She's got a glass of wine in one hand. They've just gone out for a little bit. Have they been kidnapped? No, oh, darling, no. Where have they gone? Mum doesn't say anything for a little bit. Maybe she doesn't know. Charlie was a bit upset earlier, so he went to Nick's house. Nick is Charlie's boyfriend, who comes round our house all the time. I think they'll, uh, be probably get married one day, so they can have their own house and not have to walk to each other's houses every single day. I put down the controller. Charlie's been upset quite a lot lately because he has a mental illness. But Mum says he's getting better because he has to talk about his feelings to a special doctor called Geoff. Geoff sounds cool. Is it because of his mental illness? Sort of, yes. Oh, is he going to get better soon? Mum sips her wine. It's complicated, sweetheart. It takes time, but I hope so. Where's Tori? I think she's gone to see if Charlie wants to come home yet. Oh, I said some not very nice things, Mum says, and rests her chin on one hand to Charlie. I suddenly realize that she looks really sad. Mum's not Mum's not Mum's never ever sad about things. She gets angry sometimes and complains when I leave all my tractors on the lounge windowsill or make too much noise in the car, but she doesn't really get sad. I get up off the floor and go and give her a hug, which is what you have to do when someone is sad. She laughs and pats me on the head. Aw, Oliver, I'm okay. You could just say sorry, I say. That's what you have to do when you say something bad. Say sorry. You're completely right, she says. And when I step back, she's smiling. So I must have done something. So I must have done a good job with the hug. And then I hear the front door open. I immediately run out of the lounge and down the hallway, and there, taking their shoes off, are my big brother and sister, soaked from the rain. I run towards Charlie because he's the only one left in my family who still picks me up, and when he sees me, he grins and holds out his arms and lifts me into the air and says, Core, you're getting so... Hold on. Core? Car. Anyway, you're getting so heavy. You're like an elephant, you are. No, I'm not. Tori ruffles his hair, which isn't as annoying as when Rosanna does it. What age are you going to stop being and carried everywhere? I take a moment to consider. 27. They both laugh, and Charlie carries me into the lounge, Tori following us. When we get there, Charlie puts me down, and then he goes and gives Mum a hug, which is nice, because hugs always make everything better. Then they go into the kitchen. I can hear them talking, but I'm not sure what they're saying. Hopefully Mum's saying sorry like I told her to. Tori sits on the other sofa, and I sit next to her and say, everything's better when all three of us are here. Tori looks at me. Definitely. Why did you go away? I was so bored. This Christmas has been so boring. She looks at me some more. Well, it's been something. I don't really know what that means, but I promise we won't go away ever again, she says. You can't promise that, I say. You have to go to school. Okay, next time we go somewhere, we'll tell you before we go. Fine. And you have to promise to come back. Tori smiles. Okay, we'll definitely promise to come back. Good. Being on my own without a brother or a sister would be weird. I don't think I'd like it. Who are you supposed to play with or ask to reach stuff for you? There wouldn't be anyone to carry me around, and there'd be 2 empty bedrooms in the house, and we'd probably get ghosts living here. I really don't like ghosts. Can we play Mario Kart now? I ask. Yes. Tori ruffles my hair again. Yes, we can play Mario Kart now. Further resources. For information, help, support, and guidance about mental health and mental illnesses. Mental illness. Please check out the following resources. Beat Eating Disorders. Young Minds. Mind Mind Out LGBTQ Mental Health Service. Rethink Mental Illness. Switchboard LGBT plus helpline. And then this is the first part of Solitaire, so I'm gonna skip that because I'll be reading that. So, Solitaire. My name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year, before all that stuff with Charlie and before I had to face the harsh realities of A-levels and university applications, and the fact that one day I really will have to start talking to people. I had friends. Things were very different, I guess, but uh, but that's all over now. Radio silence. Francis has always been a study machine with one goal: elite university. Nothing will stand in her way. Not friends. Not a guilty secret. Not even of the person she is on the inside. Not even the person she is on the inside. But when Francis meets Alid, Alid, uh, the shy, genius, the shy genius behind her favorite podcast, she discovers a new freedom. Duh. A new freedom. She discovers a new freedom. He unlocks the door to real Francis, and for the first time she experiences true friendship, unafraid to be herself. I was born for this. For Angel Rahimi. For Angel Rahimi, life is about one thing: the Ark. A pop rock trio of teenage boys who are taking the world by storm. Being part of the Ark's fandom has given her everything she loves: her friend Juliet, her dreams, her place in the world. Jimmy, Kega, Riki, Jimmy, Kega, Riki, owes everything to the Ark. He's their frontman, and playing in a band with his mates is all he ever dreamed of doing. Loveless. Georgia feels loveless. In the romantic sense, anyway. She's 18, never been in a relationship, or even had a crush on a single person in her whole life. She thinks she's an anomaly. People call her weird, and she feels a little broken. But she still adores romance, weddings, fan fiction, and happy ever afters. She knows she'll find her person one day, right? Nick and Charlie. Everyone knows that Nick and Charlie are the perfect couple. That they're inseparable. 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 But now Nick is leaving for university, and Charlie will be left behind at sixth form. But as the time to say goodbye gets inevitably closer, both Nick and Charlie question whether their love is strong enough to survive being apart. Or are they delaying the inevitable? Because everyone knows the first loves rarely last forever. Heartstopper. Boy meets boy. Boys become friends. Boys fall in love. An LGBTQ plus graphic novel about life, love, and everything that happens in between. For fans of the art of being normal, Holly Bourne and Love Simon. Love Simon was a good movie. Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman, Boy Meets Boy. Heartstopper Volume 2 by Alice Oseman. Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. And Heartstopper Volume 4 by Alice Oseman. Charlie Springs Christmas List. New headphones. New phone. Drumsticks. Book tokens. Question mark. Question mark, question mark. Nick Nelson's Christmas List. Puppy. New rugby boots. Stationary? What? Stationary. Okay. A cake recipe book. Oreo dairy milk. Dear Santa, I would like the new Mario Kart and a tractor. Love from Oliver Spring. Tori Springs Christmas List. New laptop. Laptop case. A soul. A soul. She is so funny. About Alice Oseman. Alice Oseman was born in 1994 in Kent, England. She completed a degree in English at Durham University in 2016 and is currently a full-time writer and illustrator. Alice can usually be found aimlessly at a aimlessly at computer screens, questioning the meaninglessness of existence, or doing anything and everything to avoid getting an office job. Alice's first book, Solitaire, was published when she was 19. Follow Alice Oseman on Twitter and Instagram at Alice Oseman. Solitaire is what I'm going to be reading next. I hate Christmas, Tori says. No, you don't, I say. I hate this one. Everyone hates this one. This winter has been a tough one for Tori, Charlie, and Oliver Spring. They are all trying to get through Christmas Day with minimum drama. For Oliver, that means Mario Kart with his brother and sister, but for Tori and Charlie, it means putting the past few months behind them. Will this Christmas drive the Spring family apart, or start to put them back together? Check out Alice's other books. Solitaire, Radio Silence, I Was Born for This, Loveless, Nick and Charlie. Follow Alice on Twitter, Alice Oseman. Twitter and Instagram. And that was This Winter, a Heartstopper novella by award-winning author Alice Oseman.